Dear viewers, Drishti IAS welcomes you to the new series of Simplified. Today's topic of discussion is Biotechnology and its applications, Part 2. In this series, we will discuss about the applications of biotechnology, challenges related to biotechnology, and biotechnology in India. So let's begin with the applications of biotechnology first. First is transgenic animals. Animals that have had their DNA manipulated to possess and express an extra or foreign gene are known as transgenic animals. Transgenic rats, rabbits, pigs, sheep, cows and fish have been produced, although over 95% of all existing transgenic animals are mice. They have numerous utilities. First is normal physiology and development. Transgenic animals can be specifically designed to allow the study of how genes are regulated and how they affect the normal functions of the body and its development. Example, study of complex factors involved in growth such as insulin-like growth factors. By introducing genes from other species that alter the formation of this factor and studying the biological effects that result, information is obtained about the biological role of the factor in the body. Next is study of disease. Many transgenic animals are designed to increase our understanding of how genes contribute to the development of disease. These are specially made to serve as models for human diseases so that investigation of a new treatments for diseases is made possible. Today, transgenic models exist for many human diseases such as cancer, cystic fibrosis, rheumatoid arthritis, and Alzheimer's. Next is biological products. Medicines required to treat certain human diseases can contain biological products, but such products are often expensive to make. Transgenic animals that produce useful biological products can be created by the introduction of the portion of DNA. These DNA codes for a particular product, such as human protein, alpha-1 antitrypsin, used to treat emphysema. Similar attempts are being made for the treatment of phenylketonuria, that is PKU, and cystic fibrosis. In 1997, the first transgenic cow, Rosie, produced human protein-enriched milk. The milk contained the human alpha-lactalbumin and was nutritionally a more balanced product for human babies than natural cow milk. Next is vaccine safety. Transgenic mice are being developed for use in testing the safety of vaccines before they are used on humans. Transgenic mice are being used to test the safety of the polio vaccine. And if successful and found to be reliable, they could replace the use of monkeys to test the safety of batches of the vaccine. Next is chemical safety testing. This is also known as toxicity or safety testing. The procedure is the same as that used for testing toxicity of drugs. Transgenic animals are made that carry genes which make them more sensitive to toxic substances than non-transgenic animals. They are then exposed to the toxic substances and the effects studied. Toxicity testing in such animals will allow us to obtain results in less time. Now let's discuss about the challenges related to biotechnology. First is ethical issues involved. Biotechnology will enable humans to create life from non-living inorganic matter. Introducing structurally deep chemistry changes in DNA within living systems could generate unpredictable and possibly lethal outcomes by allowing natural selection to proceed through a competition between current life forms and new ones Using modified genetic codes, a unique ethical concern about synthetic biology is that it may result in the creation of entities that fall somewhere between living things and machines. The accessibility and advantages of this technology make it a potentially attractive instrument, for example, for bioterrorism. For example, concerns have been made that the SARS-CoV-2 virus, which has brought the COVID pandemic, was a result of an accidental leak of a genetically edited virus from a laboratory. Another issue is the lack of trained manpower. While India has a considerable number of graduates and postgraduates in biotechnology and related fields, they are not employable. Thus, companies have to invest heavily in their training before incorporating them into the business. India also suffers from brain drain. Top global biotech companies are able to poach the brightest Indian minds with attractive job profiles and good remuneration. Next is lack of manufacturing capacity. Several biotech parks established through PPPs are solely focused on providing biotech services and diagnostics rather than pure biotech manufacturing. Now let's discuss about biotechnology in India. The Department of Biotechnology manages most of the programs of the biotechnology sector in India. It is under the Ministry of Science and Technology. Its objectives are to provide services in the areas of research, infrastructure, generation of human resources, popularization of biotechnology, promotion of industries, creation of centers of excellence. Implementation of biosafety guidelines for genetically modified organisms, recombinant DNA products, and biotechnology-based programs for societal benefits. And to establish an information network for the bioinformatics mission of India in the scientific community, nationally and internationally. Next is Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee, that is GEAC. The GEAC functions under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, that is MOEF and CC. It is responsible for the appraisal of activities involving the large-scale use of hazardous microorganisms and recombinants in research and industrial production from the environmental angle. The committee is also responsible for the appraisal of proposals relating to the release of genetically engineered, that is GE, organisms and products into the environment, including experimental field trials. GEAC is chaired by the Special Secretary or Additional Secretary of MOEF and CC and co-chaired by a representative from the Department of Biotechnology, that is DBT. Next is Biotechnology Regulatory Authority of India, that is BRAI. BRAI is a proposed regulatory body to regulate the use of genetically modified organisms, that is GMOs, as per the provisions of the bill introduced in the Parliament in 2013. BRAI was needed as India had signed the Cartagena Protocol, and the protocol mandates setting up of a regulatory body. Next is the programs undertaken in agriculture are Wheat Genome Sequencing Program, Rice Functional Genomics, Crop Biofortification and Quality Improvement Program, National Plant Gene Repository Program, and Next Generation Challenge Program on Chickpea Genomics. Now lastly, utility in public health and nutrition include addressal of micronutrient deficiencies, severe acute malnutrition, food fortification, probiotics for human health and well-being, food safety, molecular detection of GM traits in foods, development of low-cost foods or supplements, and utilization of agricultural residues for value-added products, and capacity building in food science and nutrition biology. So that's all for today. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.